A beaver gets his head stuck. A house is destroyed by a tree. And we're questioning if the real ID, if the warnings were actually real or not. I'm Jasmine Brooks. This is 21 Next, live inside the control center. And first, we're beginning with the real ID. For years, we've been telling you about getting it.
I got it.
You did?
Yeah, I had
Guilty Smith. Here,
yeah. I had a call. I had to get an extra version of my Social Security number. I'm divorced. I changed my name. I had to get a new one of those. I had to pay extra for that. I stood in line around the block for a while. I wasn't even in frame for most of it. And I got it because I know how important it is, and I won't be able to fly unless I have one of these. And so now.
Did you see yourself in any of those fake scenarios? They're real scenarios for many people we've spoken to.
We've been saying for years, you better have your ID, your real ID, or you will not be able to fly. There are actual images and real pictures of posters up there at the airport.
What happened today?
Today, we found out that tomorrow is not necessarily true. There she is. Of course, you know, I'm talking about it. Department of Homeland Security. She says that if you do arrive tomorrow and you don't have the real ID, this is not a real ID. My picture's on it, but and you actually will be able to fly, but it will take you longer. So you're going to go into a separate line. They'll have to get you through. They'll probably give you some looks like, why did you do this? But you'll be able to fly. They say if you don't have your real ID, but you want to fly, get there 3 hours early. Okay. And just get in line and deal with it. And you will probably get some scolding, but you'll be allowed to fly. So that's frustrating for people that took off work.
I'm trying to find my phone. I got a
waited around line, all that good stuff. But now it doesn't really matter.
Keep talking.
It seems.
I got a notification from CBS News Baltimore. Oh, no, that's a different one. And it essentially said, still saying like real ID starts tomorrow.
No, it starts tomorrow. And so it's more of a bonus for people that have it. You'll get through a little bit faster. But for the people that were supposed to not be able to go at all, it's rewarding people who didn't obey the rules.
So is it a messaging problem?
I just think they don't want to deal with people and send them away. Because think about how upset people would be if they're ready to go on their trip. They get there, and then do they have security ready to send people away who are going to flip out and don't understand just how the rules work and that they were supposed to have this by now? So this gives them a little bit of leeway in between where they really.
I think Christine Noem said more than 80% of people that needed the real ID got it. It was a high number.
That's not a high number.
When I got an 80 in school, like I was like, okay.
It's pass fail though. I mean, this should be pass fail.
Right.
It's like yes or no.
Yeah.
That's like when it's like being kind of pregnant. No, you're pregnant or you're not. You're not 80% pregnant. Well, no, this is a real thing. So you were supposed to say you can or you can't based on having this piece of material.
And to your point, people were literally taking off work, you know, using their holiday, using their sick days.
They needed this because they were told you cannot travel, that big vacation you've had set up forever, or going to see people or whatever, and you know you had to have this or else. But so now the or else doesn't exist.
What was the messaging today? Like, how did Christine know and the government or whatever say?
They just said you'll be in a line, you'll take more time, but you will be allowed to fly.
And when we talked to people on the ground today, what were people saying?
You saw what I saw.
Well, yeah, but you're like the reporter here, so you.
I wasn't out there.
You tell me, reporter.
I wasn't out there.
They were saying that they're still going to get them today. They're already in line. You know, they're still going to go through the process. But woulda, shoulda, coulda. If they knew this, they wouldn't have rushed to do it. They would have taken their time.
Yeah, I mean, you had time. And here's the other thing: if you don't have a if you don't have a real trip set up, like who cares? I need a chair. I'm going to keep talking this long.
Well, your time's almost up.
All right, time's almost up. Okay. All right. We'll set up like this. If you didn't really have to get this done, if let's say you're not going to fly for like another 3 months, then you get it during that 3 months.
Right.
Get it during that 3 months and then deal with it.
Right.
But if people that needed it for tomorrow or the next day have now realized maybe I didn't need to go through all of that.
Yeah, and that's annoying. That's super annoying. Right. For sure.
But I will point out, 2005 is when we came up with the real ID thing.
Really?
Yeah. And since then, it's been delayed, and whatever. Hey, how old were you in 2005?
2005, I was 3 years old.
Our director was 3 years old.
Right. You should have got one then.
Oh.
What happened? Do you have a real ID?
No.
What are you waiting for? You had it since you were 3 years old.
All right, we're on to bigger
Plenty
things.
of time. Bigger than this? Are you kidding me?
Yes, the tree fell into a house. Now get out of here.
Not a real ID.
Thank you, Joel D. Smith. Okay, let's move on. Because the family actually is in some trouble tonight when a giant oak tree fell into their home. They have a GoFundMe set up. They're getting support from the community, but a lot of people know this family. In fact, the mom in this situation, she is a bus driver and a beloved bus driver, you know? And so she and her husband are now dealing with this. I mean, could you imagine? They have kids and they are literally saying, we thank God that no one was sleeping in one of these bedrooms. Because when this happened, I mean, the house is cut in half by this tree. TJ Anthony was out there on scene today. Mechanicsburg is what you're looking at. This is the community. It's God, they say, right? She was so grateful her kids weren't in their rooms as that tree sliced the home in Mechanicsburg, a massive oak tree. And so, yes, we've seen days of bad weather. And Tom always tells us, you know, when the soil gets wet and then the trees, you know, easily come down, it can be a mess. And then the winds knock over the trees. But, you know, I'll be honest, I used to live in a neighborhood with a lot of trees like that. And I was always paranoid that something like that could happen. And for this family, it was absolutely a nightmare. Jonna Bennett, you might know her. She's a bus driver for the Mechanicsburg School District. And this happened to her home. She's married, she has kids, and they're just really thanking God that everyone is okay. But you can see the roots. You can see the bottom of that tree and just how heavy that is and the damage it did. There's a GoFundMe. Go to cbs21.com to help that family, whether you know them or not. If you'd like to read more of their story, we posted that for you. All right. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman is in the news tonight once again, this time dismissing allegations he's unfit to serve. So in a sit-down interview, he actually discussed his treatment for depression, and he insisted he's following a strict protocol laid out by his doctors. The Democratic senator has made headlines before. He came out, you know, he's very open that he suffers from depression, but now he is talking to critics and saying, hold up. He's insisting he's following this protocol from his doctors, and that a recent article published in New York Magazine detailing claims of erratic behavior, he said it's a hit piece. And what he said is one of his former staffers had kind of hinted that he or she was going to do this. And he said, you know, if you were concerned perhaps about my health, my depression, my behavior, anything, when you come to a person and try to help them or talk to them, not run to the media. So he believes it's a hit piece, and he said that. He is talking about the main source in that article. And again, Fetterman has yet to say if he's going to run again, but he has until 2028 to decide that. But yeah, he's talking about it. He is responding after these new reports cite troubling behavior following that 2023 medical event. So he's trying to be transparent there. All right. This is wild. Let's take a look at your screen. It's me, Jasmine. No, there's a groundhog stuck and his head is stuck. He was actually in York yesterday. And then what happened was he got stuck. Do we not have the groundhog? Is that not happening? We can bring up Tom if we don't have the groundhog. But the groundhog was spotted wandering in York. There he is. Oh, he has a cup stuck on his. Now that's just terrible. I hope that the groundhog with stuck cup, a cup stuck in his head, he's going to get help. Okay. So, you know, people always videotape stuff, but this time they're helping. And oh no, it's cut off right before he helps, but he helps. That's the most important thing, right? He's going to help. Do we see when the cup gets taken off the groundhog's head? I'm going to keep talking until this is the Logos Academy in York. Yeah. So let's see. Let's just watch one more time as this gentleman walks over, grabs the cup off this wandering. Yes, he's off to the races. What a happy ending. And with that, Tom Russell. Tom?
So I come in after the groundhog, really?
You better be quiet or I'm going to put a cup on your head.
Well, here's the weird thing. When they read the cup, it said Jasmine on the side, an old coffee cup.
Right. Well, I am known
So-
to have a coffee crop, but you know I love my animals.
Well, I'm glad he got to be able to see where he's going. Because tomorrow's going to be a great day. We have some showers tonight, Jasmine, but we're drying out. We're going to see something called sunshine tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. We're not going to see any rain. It's going to be breezy, low and mid 70s. And then Thursday, later in the afternoon, that'll be our next chance for some showers and storms. But a really getting ugly Thursday night into Friday. Not a great start to the weekend. So Friday's pretty yucky. It's going to be chilly. It's going to be windy, and it's going to be a bit wet. So we do recover for a nice weekend. And then from there, it's off to the races. We're going to warm things up as we head toward the middle of May. So some nicer stuff coming our way. But a couple of showers tonight, nice day tomorrow, and then we're watching Thursday into Friday.
Hey, Tom, you know what this weekend is?
Groundhog Day?
No.
What? Oh, Mother's Day. Right?
Thursday. Don't you forget it.
All right.
Don't you
Well,
forget it, Tom. I know you're going to be busy shopping and making that list of the honey-do list. I know you want to get that started, so I'll let you go.
all right. Thank you. Good to see you.
Goodbye. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, you can join us at 10 o'clock, and you can also join us at 11, but here is where you can find us every single night. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. This is 21 Next. It's a little bit more, I guess you can say, relaxed, right? And you never know what to expect, but you're going to get the news you need, plus the weather with Tom. I'm Jasmine Brooks. Please subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and do all the things. We love you, and we thank you for watching. Good night.